to you as lightning bugs because we all have beautiful lights and they continue to go in different directions. Amen. Amen. But thankfully, due to the wonderful leadership and love of our pastor, Reverend Patty Bigner, we all continue to go the same direction, which is in the direction of love. So as Barbie would say, welcome to the community of love. So today we have our annual meeting, and according to the bylaws, this is held every year on the third Sunday of May. And we are so honored and so blessed and so filled with love. We are, when I say we, I am talking about our current board of directors. We are so happy that you are here to hear what we've been doing and where we are going. And it is an exciting, exciting time. So I'm going to invite our wonderful pastor up to have our opening prayer.
Okay, so let's gather in our hearts together. Let's take a nice breath in, soften our eyes, and just allow ourselves to remember the truth of who we are. We are this oneness that is expressing the allness. And we gather together in the name of Christ consciousness. We gather in the name of connection, in the name of growth and transformation, and always in the name of love. So we ask Spirit to be with us, to lead and guide us, to open our hearts and our minds to celebrate all that we have accomplished this far and to lead us into all that is yet to be done. We say thank you, Spirit, and so it is.
So it is. Amen. Amen. A little bit of housekeeping.
Speak into the mic, please.
Yes, ma'am. I'm away from the mic, but I'm coming back. I'm back. And to those that are joining us online, we welcome you and we want you to be a part of this meeting. So if you would please, in the chat section, am I correct, Debbie?
Yes.
In chat, please write whatever your question, whatever, and you will be acknowledged. Also, if you are not here, did everybody get a cup?
Yes, thank you.
If you want a cup, which I know you do, please feel free to contact the office, and we'll be sure to arrange to get you a cup. And the cup is just to say, from the board to you, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your service. And thank you for the message that is truly Unity Church Bonaire. Thank you. Yeah. All right, so talked about now this year, we do not have any bylaw changes. Say amen. 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 So that's a good thing. And we had a wonderful nominating committee, which I am so pleased to introduce you to, which was Myra Fadersville, Deb Stelmack, who is, she's not here, she's playing with her grandchild, which is way more fun than we are. And I see Lawrence. Lawrence is here. Now, he was here. He was back there. I saw him. Where is he now? Now he's there. Lawrence was he could not fulfill the duties because he's doing some awesome and triumphant things. He's working on some awesome projects. And Deb Stelmack filled in for him. So we are thankful for your service. Let's give them a round of applause. You've already heard from the three candidates, for the board. So I asked the three candidates to please come to the front. Woo-hoo! You all hot? I'm hot. I just need you to stand there. It doesn't matter. I think we need to be cute and sing All We Need Is Love. How about that? All you need is love. All we need is love. Love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Now, the interesting thing is, each year on the board, we stagger members coming on, members going off. This year, we had opening for 3 members who were coming off, which was myself, Amy, and she did have the option to rerun, and she is running again. And Chuck, where's Chuck? And Chuck Clark, thank you. So, guess what? We have 3 candidates to fill in. So, because of that, we didn't have a need to do a ballot vote, but we do need to vote for these folks called, is it proclamation or acclamation? I'm not sure. Acclamation. So I am putting a motion on the floor to accept these 3 candidates as members of the Board of Directors for Unity Christ Church of Bon Air. Is there a second? Everybody second. Is that possible to say everybody? No, we need one person. Chuck seconded. All in favor, show of hands. Aye. Any opposed? No. The motion carries. Welcome. Thank you. Congratulations. Woo. Now comes the good part. We need a congregational, actually 2 congregational persons to fill in for the nominating committee for next year. One person would be the main person who represents the congregation, and the second person will fulfill if that person, for whatever reason, cannot fulfill their duties. Do we have any nominations or anyone who is interested?
I nominate Alva.
Alva Kershaw, thank you. Is there a second? Larry? Lawrence. I'm sorry? Lawrence. Horace? Lawrence. Okay, okay. All right. All right, he's going to throw his hat back in the ring, Lawrence. Did I see another hand? Okay. Well, we welcome you and thank you. Amen. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And you will, your next board president will be getting in touch with you and sharing with you all the goodies that you get to do. Thank you so much. So let's see. Now, the annual minutes from 2024, I do believe it's on the website.
Yes, and they were emailed to everyone too.
Yeah. Did anybody have any updates, any corrections that they saw needed to be done? No. I thought they were good myself. So. Okay. So, is there a motion on the floor to accept the 2024 annual minutes?
I so moved.
Myra moved. Is there a second?
A second.
Amy Folger Davis. All in favor? Show of hands. Aye. Any opposed? No. The motion carries. Thank you very much. Okay. Before we get into our leadership reports, I want to acknowledge the 2 folks that are coming off of our board. Chuck Clark, could you please come to the front? Chuck! Chuck, thank you so much for all of the work that you've done. Come up here so people can see you. All the work that you've done. So here is a journal for you to write your memoirs in.
Wow.
A pen.
Thank you.
And this cute little award.
Oh, my.
And it says, may you be proud of the work you do and the person you are and the difference you make. Thank you. Thank you. Amy Fulcher Davis. And I'm not going to cry. This is my sister from another mister. On behalf of the board, I know you love to write. This is a journal. You can write your memoirs too. And again, it says, the reading on this, may you be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you make. And same here.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, and here is a pen. Thank you so much. You did good. You did good. Yes. I surprised her. We were here yesterday putting all this together. You didn't know this was here, did you?
No, I did not. No, I didn't know. Didn't know that. I really didn't.
All you need is love.
Oh.
Okay, so now I need a minute. So Amy and I want to acknowledge Zita's 3 years serving on the board, and she had the toughest job. Being the board president gets all the extra duties. You step in all the time. You show up all the time. She's done an amazing job, and I don't think she's crying too many tears about having a break right now. And we're so grateful for all the ways that she came and did everything that needed to be done. And sometimes we were a rowdy group. So Zita, so the board has gotten this really cool gift for you. So I'll let you see it for a minute, then I'll put it back here where I can read it. It says, Healing Creations gift certificate from Unity Church of Bon Air to Zita Carell for an energy session with Emily Pills to intuitively create your soul portrait or healing mandala. So you sit with Emily for some time, and then Emily does her intuitive thing, and then she creates this beautiful piece of art that is going to nurture and help you. So
Thank you.
help you know the truth of who you are. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Amy needed to say something.
Wow. Emily, thank you. I look so forward to this.
When Zita speaks to we are sisters from another mister or another mama, she and I have grown really close this year, serving as her vice president, serving on the board. We've had many long soul-searching discussions about life and life at Unity Church of Bon Air. And I just want to acknowledge the 24/7 of your spirit, your heart, your consciousness, and your mind. She had a lot of growth this year. She had a lot of things that brought her a lot of spiritual growth, and your honesty and transparency. So I just really want to say thank you. Thank you from all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to get to hug you again.
So a minister counts on the board doing an amazing job, and you'd be flapping in the mud if you didn't have folks that were willing to jump in the water and really get wet and do all that was necessary. So thank you again, Zita.
Thank you so much. I can't tell you how many times I would ask Reverend Patty, are you mad with me? And she never saw it. She's like, what are you talking about? I mean, you know, it's and you know what, and I feel really good about the direction we're going, where the board, and I do need to shout out another person. I don't think you guys understand the amount of work that this person does and what she has done for us as a community. And you know, part of the board is the fiduciary responsibility of the finances of the church. But Myra, what you have done has been phenomenal. Please stand and take our applause. You talk about 24/7. Woo! She's you're a wizard in a good way, financial wizard in a good way. So thank you. All righty. So now let's break this down. We're going to have our leadership reports, and then we're going to break into what we call unity and community session, where we talk about things you want to talk about. We'll share with you, and then we'll have open forum. I'm going to ask that you actually go to the mic for your questions. So, is Rachel here? Yes, ma'am. Rachel, our Youth and Family Ministry Director.
Thank you so much. I also just read that thermostat says 79, so we're sweating. And I'm so sorry. I've been moving the past 3 days up 3 flights of stairs, so I'm a little exhausted, and my brain's not fully here, but I'm going to try to recap as best I can. So working with the kids, we're trying to actively and over the time, we're trying to find like a training system, some kind of way to get our leaders or our volunteers in there and ready so that when they come in, they're a little more prepared to handle every situation. We're looking for more volunteers, so if anybody's interested, they are a little wild, but they're fun and they're cute and they're so sweet. So just trying to get that together. I've been working on the curriculum and kind of rewriting it and trying to get an organization file so that in the years to come you can look back on this is the power for this month. I can go in here and find like the lesson plan easily written out with easy activities and get all of the supplies and craft things and everything that's in the attic organized in a well-mannered way. I think that's about it as far as I can think. Oh yeah. So each summer I have done a summer fun thing where I've asked for volunteers to do each Sunday like kind of more of an activity that you bring. It could be gardening, it's been building birdhouses, it's been music lessons and things like that. So if there's anything, I'm gonna try to do it again this year, but I'm a little late, so I'm gonna try to gather up some people quickly, but if there's anybody who wants to, I'm going to put together a form soon and leave it on the YFM table every Sunday morning. So if you have something that you want to bring to the kids and teach them about, and it could be an activity, like whatever, you know? It can be anything. They're interested in things. Like improv? Improv is fun? Yeah. Oh yeah, you'll do that? Heck yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Because we got people online that want to hear too.
So Regina suggested improv. She did that last year with us, so we'll try that again. And for anybody else, my brain's not going to retain too much today, so I will put together a sign-in sheet or a sign-up sheet, and you guys can write down what you'd like to do, or if you want to talk to me first and brainstorm about it. I need a nap. I need it. I am dying. I am exhausted. 3 flights of stairs yeah. But I'm willing to talk every other Sunday. My phone number's in the directory, so if anybody wants to call, text, or configure that way, that's fine as well. So that's all. Thank you so much.
You know what? This young lady has been taking classes and leading our YFM. You really need to give her
Thank you.
Now, I know it says here we have the meditation gardens. But I'm going to ask Rama if he would come up and just give a quick, you wanted to make a quick announcement? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Blessed Radges Unity. What's up, y'all? What's up? So, just a quick. My bad. Quick check-in about Saturdays. We've got Saturday yoga going on with Annie Peace at 10 a.m. and me at 11 a.m. So I'll be announcing it again in a lot of the services. But the first class with Annie Peace is very gentle, very flowy. You could do it from your chair if you wanted to. We talk about abundance and prosperity a lot with Unity. Anybody who's ever gone through major health crisis knows it doesn't really matter what car you're driving or what your house looks like. When you're struggling, health is where wealth starts. So take care of those spines and get in soon. Also, I know it's really hot right now. Sorry for whoever did that. But it's been freezing in service for the last 4 weeks. Well, yeah, it's been a while, but it's been freezing in service to the point every time it's nice outside, I'm like, I don't need a hoodie. And then I get here, I'm like, damn it. So I feel like we can find a happy compromise on the temperature, 73, 74 is way too hot. I could wear more clothes too. I'm just saying, even with more clothes, 66 degrees, which that is usually set to, is cold. Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to open up space for the conversation with the 66. So, because I've also had lots of people when I go outside and drink some coffee and that are like, wow, it was really cold in there. So I think there's more of a mix than we think. But main thing is yoga. Come practice. There's some sound baths we're trying to get into. We're looking at maybe offering some breath work in the meditation garden. So if you're interested in any of that, you want to practice together, or you have suggestions, you also have something that you would like to offer as far as guest spotting on a Saturday or coming in guest spotting on a sound bath, please get with me. Would love to feature you, would love to put you on, make a little workshop. If you offer any sort of Tai Chi, any sort of your own yoga, sound bath, etc. Thanks so much.
You're going to, okay. Regina's going to the mic.
Thank you. Yeah, wonderful. I would love to try yoga on Saturday. But there's wonderful Tuesday night sound bath meditation. Oh, it's not. Try now, Regina. Can you hear me now? Okay. And in addition to wonderful yoga sound bath on Saturday, there's Tuesday night sound bath meditation with Aaron Householder right here, 6 o'clock. You're welcome to bring your yoga mat, blanket. If it's kind of cool in here, bring a blanket. I've been doing that with Aaron for, oh my gosh, a few years now. It's wonderful. It hasn't been sound bath the whole time, but had wonderful meditation, and just recently it turned into sound bath meditation. And I come here and I enjoy that, and I relax fully on a Tuesday night.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we'd like to hear from our meditation garden team, Jim Lakin.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see such a great turnout here today. Well, the garden's been busy. The leaders of that are Nadine Oswald. She's our master gardener. I deal with the budget and the trees. Marva Chung is a communications person, and Becky Maines is the garden team management. So every Thursday, there's a core team of 7 people who work for 3 hours. There are also smaller groups of volunteers who care for benches, statues, promenade containers, children's vegetable garden, and weekly watering, of which Kim back there is a part of that. And projects have been, in the past, on both sacred service Saturdays, on the 22nd of November, 22 people helped clear leaves for the holiday lights, so that was a success. And on March 29th, 40 people worked on mulching, so that was another success there. The pond still has a leak, but the leakage has been offset with having the pump on a timer. So if you notice the pond's low, that's why. The pond's been cleaned last spring, and we are trying to schedule getting together to clean it soon and purchase a larger liner. We lost fish and hope to replace them when the pond is functional. For the promenade, there was purchased and planted 3 arborvitae and 3 hawthorn bushes, and they also moved an angel statue from the road entrance to the promenade entrance. Solar lights were purchased and installed along the promenade also. In the children's garden, vegetables were planted, as you heard this morning, I think in the report with Rachel, and some of those things have already started to come up. The plant sale last year, we received unsold plants from Henrico Master Gardener's Pollinator, and the plant sale, and informally had our own plant sale. This year, there's plans to do the same thing again. Our benches and statues continue to be cleaned and repaired. I mean, that's kind of an ongoing thing. So if you have an interest in that, you can contact Becky Maines or any of the garden member people if you're interested in helping with that project. In the parking area, the cherry tree was topped off, and we had actually 3 trees removed by the garden shed out there. And so that has been taken care of. So the garden team basically is responsible for the maintenance, which encompasses all the outdoor areas of the church and involves continuous weeding, pruning, fertilizing, trimming, repairing, planting, invasive species removal, event preparation, and erosion repair. And just as a note, I noticed there was an email earlier this week. If you have anybody that's planning on scattering ashes or anything in the garden there, please contact the office. Don't just go ahead and do it. And don't tell people they can just go ahead and do it. The office needs to be aware of that. The garden team also needs to be aware of that. Outstanding expenditures for this year: mulch, pine straw, solar lights, tree removal, irrigation services, weed eater, leaf blower, paint cleaners, refinishers, flowers, shrubs, maintenance repairs, fertilizer, and weed control. It really takes a lot of people to maintain that garden out there. So if you have an interest in that, the Thursdays are a great time to come and just take the direction of the people that know what they're doing. Or if you know what you're doing, ask, please. And then if you get approval, go ahead and do it. But these are the people that know how that goes. You want to do that now? Okay. All right.
So I apologize, I left this off a few minutes ago. So Zita, we need you back up here. We asked Jim to do a poem in your honor, and so he's going to read your poem, and we all get to enjoy this.
Go ahead. Open it up. Yeah, open it up. So now I'll go ahead and read. This is called Time. A time to pause, a time to remember. One who has worked for us, one of our special members. One who listens to our cares and concerns. One who is always willing to hear and to learn. One who takes her leave, but not a goodbye. It's time for a rest, a time to revive, to join and be counted, to laugh and be filled with joy. Pick up a new hobby, maybe even a new toy. Leaving responsibility, passing the torch. Take some time. Go sit on your porch. Please accept our thanks for a job well done. Now, time to relax, and let's have some fun. So, with loving gratitude, receive our warmest heartfelt attitude. We love you and value you as a mentor, member, and friend. So take a breath, relax and be, and bathe in the light. Open your eyes and see. We love you. We bless you. We see the Christ you are, and we see you doing more amazing things.
Oh my goodness, you got me.
I mean, all the years I worked with Zita, she's always been a champion of my poetry, so it was a joy to create that.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, okay. I got work to do. Okay. Speaking of the garden team, one of the things, again, giving credit to our finance person here, we found money in the budget to have a company come and do the front part of the church. Right. Yeah. That's one of the things that the board does, is the annual budget. Okay. Prayer chaplains. Oh my goodness, thank y'all so much. My heart is overfilled. Thank you. Thank you. Allison.
So I'm a stand-in for Susan Green, the amazing coordinator for all of us, but this is the annual report, May 1st, 2024 to April 30th, 2025. Each of the 17 Unity Church Bon Air prayer chaplains made contact with those assigned specifically to them each month. There were about 160 congregants being contacted each month, some more than once. Contacts are made via phone call prayers, voicemail prayers, email prayers, greeting cards, and text messages. The total prayer contacts for 12 months was 2,189. Wow. Yeah. Prayer chaplains were available after each Sunday service for prayer. Total prayers for persons for the 12 months after service were 248. This is an increase over last year, which is wonderful. In addition, throughout the week, we get prayer requests, which are sent with a prayer affirmation by group text to the prayer chaplains for immediate prayers. Some of these requests are for situations which are urgent at the moment. Having this prayer synergy happening is wonderful. There were 75 of these special requests this past year. Prayer chaplains, along with Reverend Patty, led the World Day of Prayer service in September. This year, we also live streamed, which was a wonderful addition for many who live outside of Richmond or cannot travel in the evenings. We have two communion times each year, and chaplains Margaret Porter Daniel and Carrie Simmons lead the way in preparing the elements and the beautiful serving tables. Prayer chaplains prepare the elements as well as serve and bless each individual as they partake. Margaret also co-leads the first Sunday Prayers for Peace every month with Mary Curley. Prayer chaplains were present for the annual blessing of the animals to provide added love and peace, and prayers given by Reverend Phyllis Min. And the prayer chaplain, Reverend Lisa Marks, as usual, said prayers with individuals whose pets had crossed the Rainbow Bridge. Prayer chaplains have been blessed to have a donor dedicating funds annually for our use. We are very pleased to do our annual prayer chaplain training back at the Roslyn Retreat Center this past March, and to invite Unity of Richmond to co-train with us. Our donor funds were used to pay for the expenses at Roslyn. Between both churches, there were 23 of us in training, which was great. Other expenses covered by these dedicated funds were as follows: lunch and materials for the well-attended workshop on affirmative prayer in March. Reverend Richard Bunch, speaker fee in October. Reverend Patty's registration for Unity Worldwide Annual Conference. World Day of Prayer service, music, sound, and live stream expenses in September. And a tithe in April to Light and Love Ministries, which has been the source of our prayer chaplain training, inspiration, support, and curriculum for 20 years. In addition to the training day at Roslyn, just our Bon Air chaplains had an additional afternoon training in April. Two prayer chaplains, Reverend Alva Pope and Suzanne Bogle, stepped down at the end of the year. However, we have two new chaplains beginning this year, Carol Harris, who we saw, and Addie Juana. We look forward to having those chaplains beginning this year. We look forward to another year, our 21st, to hold the high watch and pray with and for our congregation and Unity Church of Bon Air overall. We are blessed and grateful. Susan Green, our wonderful coordinator.
Wow, we are blessed. My goodness. Well, you see here it says the Love and Action Team. Wonderful Mary Curley. That report will be on the website, mostly because you're hearing from each individual group today. So, Ben? Okay. Well, we are going to hear from Ben next week with the Next Generation Unity. We're getting ready for the treasurer's report, but before we do, I want all of the current board members and trustees that are here to please stand and let us give you our love and appreciation. That's right. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you. Thank you. So now, Madam Treasurer.
Twice in one day you got me, and this time I brought my glasses because I definitely need them for this. We've got a slide up there that is as of April 30th, and it's our balance sheet. And I'm going to start at the after the board meeting, starting with our next meeting, posting that on the bulletin board so you can take a look at it. basically it tells us that we've got total assets of $2,039,000 and some dollars. We have liabilities of $461,000. Now that includes our mortgage. That will be coming due next year, and we will have to renew it. No idea what the interest rates are going to be, but I don't think it's going to be as low as what we've got. But we're going to be definitely working on getting it as low an interest rate as we can possibly get. Also, you'll see under assets, unrestricted and restricted. I want to explain that one. Those are funds that are not used for general operations. Men of Unity, like their fish and shrimp fry, those are their funds. We hold them for them, but only until they say we need X number of dollars can we move those funds to them. Christmas Mother, another example. Garden Team, those are all restricted funds. None of those funds go towards the general operations of the church. Right now, and I will admit, I tend to try to be conservative when projecting budgets because I'd rather have come out with more money than maybe if I got real liberal with it. But as of April, we had more income, $8,000 more than what we projected for April. And so far this year, we are ahead of our projections. But we are not ahead of year to date. Last year, year to date, our income was $30,000 more. Now, there's some reasons for this. Rental income is down. We really we're not getting weddings or people renting our facilities, say for anniversary parties or birthdays. And we're really seeing that affect us. We are also seeing where from last year to this year, people who used to donate, let's say, their love offerings at the Sunday service, which go into the general fund to run the operations here, are either only donating part of those funds or have restricted them, and they're putting them towards designated categories, such as the garden, different things. That really has affected the income that we can use for the general operations. Some things I'm looking at doing, you'll see up there on that balance sheet, the CD. We started investing in a CD. We got a really good rate. We had to renew it, and the rates are really down. I got the best rate I could, but we only did 3 months. I'm hoping when it rolls around, we'll get a better rate. I have not been able to get the interest rate on our money market account up, and it is not good. It's pitiful. I'm at the point that with the bank that we're working with, if they can't improve that, we're going to shop. We're going to start going out to other banks and see what they can do for us, where we can improve, especially the interest on that money market account. So that's kind of my report. Does anybody have any questions of me? Please no. The one thing Zita has heard from me so many times, I wake up in the middle of the night, especially when we're going through budget preparations, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning going, oh darn, I need to relook at that, you know. And I'm running the budget through my head. So I'm learning to not think about budgets when I go to sleep. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, can I ask a quick question just for context of the numbers? Because for my brain to kind of understand good or bad, are there financial goals that we are or are not meeting? And are there specific goals that we're trying to achieve?
Well, I think our budget are the goals. We are meeting what we put in the budget. But when we compare it to this time last year, things have changed and we're below what we collected last year. I think we need to look at other programs and other events, really, that we can talk about in this next portion of the meeting, where we can start bringing in more income. We definitely need to be getting more weddings and more special events where people are renting our facilities. That has really hurt us the past couple of years.
Thank you. Thank you, Myra. You know, another person I did not acknowledge is, there was somebody I just saw. Was that Josh? You can come on back. I want to acknowledge our bookkeeper, Kara. She and Myra are a fantastic duo. Fantastic. So, and to piggyback on what Myra is saying, you've heard Reverend Patty say today, she's implementing more programs, more classes. And so what is need is your support in those. So, look, I'm going to be brave and say it. So, Barbara Nunley, from the prayer team, I totally forgot to, anyway, I'm emotional.
Good afternoon, and indeed we are the neighborhood of love. My name is Barbie Nunley, and I am the prayer team leader here at Unity of Bon Air. And recently I have been informed that not all our congregants are aware that we have a prayer team here. So I'm here to tell you all about it. So right now we have 42 members. You don't have to be a prayer chaplain to be on the prayer team, but every prayer chaplain is included. So what is the difference between a prayer chaplain and a prayer team member? And Allison went ahead and gave you all that information, so I'm going to be repeating some of it. So prayer chaplains have extensive annual training as well as monthly training. They pray with others in person, on the phone directly. They leave voice messages, text messages, and also can send an email. Members of the prayer team pray silently for each person on the prayer list. There is no specific training, only the willingness to pray with others. Since all circumstances are known to Spirit, their role is to hold all names in prayer, seeing the highest good unfolding for each of them. And so both prayer chaplains and prayer team members hold confidences. They hold sacred confidence. How it works. So every Monday, I send out an email to our prayer team. The list only contains first names. And names are kept on our list for 4 weeks. And then names are sent over to Silent Unity. And Silent Unity prays for our members for an additional 4 weeks. How to place a prayer request. So here in our prayer box, you can call the office or contact me. So if you're interested in being a prayer team member, please contact me. If you're interested in being a prayer chaplain or having a prayer chaplain, please contact Susan Green. And our contact information is in the directory. So 42 people praying every week times 52 weeks are a lot of prayers. And as you know, prayer is our connection with the one creative force in the universe and is the way we seek and attune our mind to be in accord with the divine. So I'm very grateful for our team members, our prayer team members, and you know who you are. Thank you for your sacred service. Namaste.
Did everyone get a gift cup? Yes, yes, awesome. You know, last year we did have some surprises, and I felt, I'll be honest, I felt a little bad everybody didn't get something. So this year, during meditation and prayer, I got real simple. Just give everybody something. Wouldn't that be nice? So, and that's what we did. So now I want to, before Reverend Patty comes up, I want to talk to you about our new directory. Have you seen it? It is awesome. Becky, are you here? I know Marva's not here. Come on up, sweetie. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm not going to make you if you don't want to, but we're still going to love up on you. Please give her a round of applause. Thank you. Many, many hours, many, many prayers. I'm just so thankful. And just as a little reminder, if you can see this, it's a puzzle piece because they really worked to pull this together. And it says difference maker, a dedicated person who can make a big impact, even with just small action and a few words. Someone who makes a difference in the lives of others. Never forget, you are the piece that made the difference. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to turn this over to our wonderful pastor. Give her a round of applause.
Okay, so mine is short and sweet. Lord have mercy, I'm going to break the new microphone. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so it's such a joy to be with you after another year of loving and growing together. We gather in the power of the one that calls each of us to express the Christ within and shine our light. So I just want to remind again for those online, you can type your name in the chat box or you can send an email to info@unitybonnier.org. So the light has shown up with many lovely financial gifts and with people giving sacred service of every kind, as you have heard in the reports. Love has shown up as new people walking through our doors or in our gardens. We've added, I meant to fill in this number and I forgot, blank new members since our last May meeting. So it's at least around 20, but I have that figure in my office. We've been blessed with new musicians in the process. Our next new member class will be at the end of June. Spirit groups have made a difference as people connect, learn, and have fun. Each group has found great community outreach programs to support, and some of them invited your participation as well, like that Tech for Troops one did. And a new round is coming in June, as well as a class by Reverend Alva. We've been supporting a church called Restoration Fellowship with our tithes They offer food to take home and cook and prepare, as well as they have prepared meals to struggling individuals and family. One weekend, Zita and I went there on a Saturday, and they also have a huge clothes rack. People can take clothes if they need them. They are celebrating 5 years of this outreach, and they have served 19,000 people during this time. It is a life-giving program. So I want to show you, they had a thank you event, and they gave us this plaque in appreciation for our regular support of them feeding people, and it says, Operation Reach and the laborers of RFCC, that's the church, extend our heartfelt thank you to Unity of Bon Air for your incredible generosity. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. That's from Philippians 2. And then it closes with saying, because of you, we are able to continue our work so that truly no one is beyond our reach. So we got to find the right place to hang that, but y'all will be able to see that. This is one way we help impact hunger in our area. And another way is through members giving canned goods to the food bank 2 times a year. And that opportunity will be just around the corner also. And Zita will be giving a report about all that has happened shortly, so I'm not going to go into a list of details, but we have so much to celebrate that has been going on. So looking forward, I'm inviting you to keep your eyes open for Reverend Linda Martella-Whitsett as the Sunday guest speaker and workshop leader on June 22nd. Then we're going to have a new musical guest and speaker, Reverend Amy Steinberg, at the end of July. She's wild and wonderful, and you will enjoy her. And then the choir knows about this, but we haven't spoken about this yet. And this is going to be a fundraiser on Thursday evenings on August 7th, 14th, and 21st. We're having a sizzling summer music series that Claudia is helping us put together. And we hope we have the place filled for all of those. And then Claudia will be doing the talk and music on August 24th. And after the service, she's going to be having a gathering where she's sharing some of her new music that she's gotten compiled. So we love to support our musicians. Love has called us to this place. Love is the truth of who we are, and loving is what we do. I continue to see Spirit leading us on our journey together in joy and love. And for that, I am so very grateful. The end.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I'd like to share with you some of the accomplishments that we've done over the past few years. Are you ready? Hold on to your seats. The solar flower. It was installed, yes. And the coffee tree was saved. Amen. Yes. Yes. There was a creation. The board came together with the garden team, and out of that came together, we created the Joyful Team. All members of the Joyful Team, will you please stand up if you were here? Jim. Becky Maines. Natalie, I don't think Natalie is here, is she? No, okay. We thank you for your service. We thank you so much. All right, the Joyful Team, and we had Unity recognizes their need to, okay, we also had, through the help of Joanne Grayson. Stand up. Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, don't sit down. Do not sit down. This, you know, I thank you because you taught me a lot. You really, really have, and I do, and I thank you so much for it. And in doing so, we looked into some things, and we learned, and we grew. So I want to thank you for that. Joanne. Thank you. Thank you. So what happened is we recognized we needed to pay taxes on our rental with the school. So thank you for that. We got a new insurance company to insure the church at a lower rate. Yeah. And we were able to add on with what's called a umbrella policy up to $1 million, which is really good. We also became an LLC. How about that? That's good. And what does this mean? It lowers the liability for each and every one here. That's what that means. We did an audit this year. Yes. Do you know? Yeah, we need to get a volunteer to help us with the audit so they can see what was done. So thank you. Thank you. Myra and Kara did an extraordinary job in that. We have a new structure, a new office in our Patty's office. Have you seen it? Yes. Kim now has her own very own office. We adopted the Child Protective Policy. All volunteers working with our children now must take an online course in child abuse and neglect. Yes. And yes. We formed the Next Generation group. Ben Johnson was sent to training at Unity Village. Amen. Installation of the new sign. Come on. Do you know that was 3 years in the making? The county put us through a lot. Amen. Rusty Rothrock is not here, but I'm going to tell you, we need to give him a standing ovation right now for all that he did. I am serious. He went to the bat for us. Thank you, Rusty. I'm hoping you're listening, but thank you. Thank you. The garden shed and the gazebo, they were power washed. I believe there was some repair to the skylight. Was that? Yeah. We did form a security team. I'll be honest, I was supposed to head it up, but I just got sidetracked with everything. But I will tell you this, we have a first aid kit, and we have Narcan in the house. That's a big thing in this day and time. Okay, let's see. Our finances went from the red to the black. Why is that important? Do you really? You walked with us through this as a church, and we survived from COVID. I thank every employee who was here who took a cut in pay just so nobody would lose their jobs. That's what they did. I thank Reverend Patty and Reverend Laura during the time when we had to cut costs. We took a big bite, but we never stopped praying. We never stopped hoping, and we kept the vision. And we knew Unity Church of Bon Air is the place to be. Amen? That's right. We've done several surveys, and we're happy about that. And you see all the process that we've made in that. Playground equipment. Have you seen the play dome? Who hasn't seen it? You got to go back and see it. Seriously, it's cute. Don't swing. It's for kids. Don't swing on it. And the board choose the official name of the church again to be Unity Church of Bon Air. Yes, Claudia and Lucy went to the Posy Awards. Yes. And our new TV screen. And we had a new contract negotiated with the Montessori schools. And we are so, and can I? Yeah. Reverend Patty's contract is due for renewal at the end of this month. The board offered her a 2-year contract, and she accepted. And all these blessings, we are truly blessed. Amen. Okay, let's see. Oh, all right, I recognize everything. Have I covered everything in this part? Great, thank you. Okay, let's take a breath. Now is the time that we get to hear from each and every one of you, if you so wish. Do we have anybody on the line?
We have, but nobody's asked any questions. I do ask that if you're going to go to the center mic, get really close to the mic. They're new mics, we're getting used to them, so get close so that the people on the live stream can hear you.
Okay. So, Amy, are you going to write on the board?
I will.
This is what I call the focus. This is the unity and community part, when we get to hear from you, and it's like a strategic plan. So we're going to take this in 3 steps. The first step is, what do you love about Unity Church of Bonnier? What is it that we're doing right that you love, the reason you come back here? I mean, it could be the popcorn, I don't know.
The music.
Music. You heard music. Just shout it out. Yes. Inclusive.
Diversity.
Woo! Community.
The people.
Patty. Music. Gardens.
Fellowship coffee.
What? Yes. Fellowship, unity, community. Women of unity.
Public service.
Public service.
I just missed something.
Meditation.
Our congregation.
Positive energy. Liveliness.
Our
Congregation. Yes. A lot of love. Hugs. Oh, yes. You know what? You're right. Do you know it only takes 17 seconds to really feel a hug? And how many? Sorry. How often during the week do you not get a hug? I realize I don't get hugs during the week.
The dogs count.
Dogs count. Yeah. So from now on, when you see me in church, hug me, and I'll hug you.
The pet blessing.
Pet blessings.
The
Chaplains.
The Montessori school.
Montessori school. Prayer. We got a lot. Workshops. Unity principles. Giza. Yes. Spirit groups. Wow. Christmas lights. Yes. Does anybody want to make a statement, about the areas that we are doing that you love? Okay. You said visibility? The building. We have a beautiful building. Beautiful building. And I just to add a little caveat to this, next year I believe they're going to be doing some light building maintenance, some of the things that need to be done, like things you wouldn't really notice. Need some power washing. The front windows, the trim has faded. We need to get that redone. So, all right. Now, this is really an opportunity for you. So I'm going to ask everybody to just take a breath, relax, get centered, and ask this question to yourself. What opportunities do we have to grow? I mean, I know we do a lot of things, but what would you like to see? That you can say, yeah, we do this here at Unity. What would you like to see? So in that knowing, let's open it up. What would you like to see?
More courageous conversations.
Rana.
I really like what Amy said. It's not what I was going to say, but I think one thing that's really big in the world right now, we got some men's circles, women's circles, circles for people of different genders, et cetera, et cetera. I don't see many places where they've had the structure before where there will be circles of people making a mandala, right? Men, women, black people, white people, Asian people, indigenous people, gay people, everybody in between. And there will be time where one circle has a center and they're sharing what's on their hearts and everybody else is just listening. And I've been taught a lot about just listening right now, and I think that would be a really powerful, revolutionary sort of thing to have. I'm also hearing from Myra very big that right now we need to step up in events and in classes. I love that we have these meditations. The last 8 years, I've been doing a lot of stuff solo, really want to collab with Unity in this space more and more moving forward. Like, we've had lots of success with day retreats. I had several day retreats I've thrown in the last year that were just 3 teachers, no budget at all, pretty much, just like the food that we cook for them, and usually that can bring in $500 to $1,000 in a day. Me and Denise Dolan back in the day used to run day of meditative practices, which were just a series of workshops and classes. Those did several $100 a day easy, if not more than that. This is a sanctuary that I can put 50 people here for yoga. Yoga, when it pops off, and it will, that can be a big thing too. But also, again, there's a lot of contacts that I have up and down the East Coast and in the state of people that would be interested in doing drum circles in the meditation gardens that could be for love offering, Tai Chi in the gardens. Again, these little mini festivals that I've thrown at other places, I've only had one time where I lost money in 8 years. I lost $200, covered it out of my own pocket. But the ones that I did for Standing Rock, Wet'suwet'en, Line 3, especially the one with Line 3, we did one day that had 3 bands, 2 DJs, and 5 workshop teachers, and we grossed over $5,000 in one day. And I sent most of that to the front lines. Now I'm really interested in building a retreat center and connecting that to the Unity mission. But I think there's so many things that we could have either as full day events, a couple hour workshops, people who want to teach a lot of these things that both relate to the Unity message, but also are indirectly related just of wellness in general. So I would love to, form a planning committee around that or something of the sort. Really, again, what Amy said about the circles. And the last thing is, I've been sitting here, checked in with a couple people. I've seen 4 people put on their jackets. I heard somebody say for years when I said it's cold, some people might not be cold. That's okay. We're a congregation. We all matter here.
We won't be here much longer.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying there is a happy in between, and it hasn't been brought to the congregation for discussion. I don't want to make it hot, but I'm cold. I don't want to have to wear a hoodie in the sanctuary in the middle of the summer.
Oh, Ron, we know you want to make it hot.
So,
thank you.
We'll save the hot for the yoga, and don't worry, it won't be too hot. I'm just saying.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alva?
Hi. I would like to see more culturally diverse activities at the church. But one of the things I think we miss is like using our property for festivals.
Yeah.
There are a lot of festivals around the city. We can create our own festival to have people. I love festivals, right? Food trucks, food places, and people, like, we're the best kept secret in the area.
Yes, we are.
People just don't know that we're here. They wonder what we are, and they kind of go, "Ooh, well, I don't know what that is, so they don't come. And I think we need a reason for people to come here. Like, a lot of people don't even know that we host Al-Anon. They don't know that we do that, right? And so I think we need to,
we need a marketing person.
We need right, yes, that
and
part.
if there's anyone who is interested in helping out with that, please see Reverend Patty. We need a marketing person.
Right. So that was I'll probably think of a million other things, but that's the thing.
Thank you. Diana?
Hello.
Can you help her with that? Thank you.
It's not that I have any ideas, but I did want to.
Can you get closer, sweetie?
I did want to say something about Rusty Rothrock. How much we appreciate all he does for us. And one thing that wasn't mentioned was the columbarium.
Yes.
That he has done a lot of work to start getting that in motion.
First of all, I want to apologize for not bringing it up. I think I have a Freudian slip every time I think of the columbarium. There are so many components and pieces and parts to it that we've come a very, very long way. But to be honest, we're just not at a point to present anything yet. And I do know that our trustee, Rusty Rothrock, is working very hard on that and working. I'm sure he will collaborate with the garden team and with the congregation on what's to come. But I can happily report that work is being done and we're almost there to present.
Right.
So.
And
yeah, and he would have been here. He's moved. He and Laura moved, and he injured himself trying to do Rusty too much, and he's recovering right now.
Right.
So we're going to give him that area of grace, and know that he's doing the best that he can. So, and Rusty, thank you. So, yeah.
This is pertaining to the wedding situation.
Yes.
I think that if we gave the option of providing bridal hair and makeup, we'd be a lot more appealing. And I know someone who can help with that.
I kind of know somebody too. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. And also with the catering.
Yes. Where's Rhonda? Okay.
I would love to be able to collaborate and help with that as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a full package. Do you know how many? That's full.
Yeah, I have a few thoughts that are kind of just really.
Could you get closer to the mic? I'm sorry. Thanks.
Yeah, piggybacking off of what other people have mentioned. And I don't know what has happened with the weddings, but I was just curious if there were opportunities for us to learn from other churches who have done it really successfully. And I think, Joshua's point about it being kind of, the most successful wedding venues now, I think, are the ones that can kind of do it all, or at least have connections to all the various facets of weddings. Just thought maybe there's an opportunity for consulting with others who know it and can, give us a lot of support with that.
I can talk a little bit about that. Right now, we haven't had much opportunities with wedding coordinators because I'm just assuming they must be really busy doing other things, so it tends to fall through. But now we have Sean, who is our part-time office person who actually will be doing our wedding coordinating. And I'm sure, is this something that you have an interest in?
Not particularly, to be honest. I think I was just thinking more like strategic direction, like how can we get moving in that direction?
Yes, we are moving in that direction. We really are. And it's not because of lack of trying. I'll be honest with you. It's not because of that. It's just some of the coordinators that have said yes, they can. Actually, no, they couldn't, and no, they didn't. So now we are at a place where, okay, let's take a step. We've sent people to some of the bridal shows. You know, we've advertised. So now, again, that's why we need a marketing person too. So that's why we really need a marketing person. Hint, hint. Okay.
This is something I guess I'm just kind of like throwing out because this is where I'm at to see if there's other people who are maybe feeling similarly. And I think, again, it's kind of piggybacking off of what others have said, which is just as I grow personally and spiritually here in Unity, I'm really struggling personally with the intersection of like how to walk that in a world that is very challenging right now. And I don't feel like every time I've tried to look up like what have Unity leaders done around social justice or New Thought leaders done around social justice in the past, just to try to find some kind of model for how this works. It's like Quakerism, you see them really kind of getting involved in social justice. And so I just am personally struggling with that, and I don't know if that's something that other people feel too, because I don't feel that I'm always able to be in my centered self when I'm interacting with the injustices in the world, and I would like to grow in that area. So if other people are feeling that.
Well, yes, all of us do. Are you familiar with the name Sylvia Clute?
I am not.
Okay, she does do a unitive justice. I think you can connect with Lawrence. Jody. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard her talk.
And we are going to also start up again courageous conversations. So I think we're at a point in our growth spiritually that we can handle that now.
Thank you. And then I think just generally, sorry.
I was just going to say, the scriptures say, be ye in the world, but not of the world. If you want a mantra, grace. Grace. That's all you need to say. Grace.
Thank you. And just one other quick thing. Just I think in terms of getting people in the door, I do think that maybe some of those opportunities where we are maybe being kind of more active in the community and people can see us being active in the community can maybe help draw other people in. So I think there's opportunities to reach into the community to help show people who we are and what we have to offer.
Thank you. Debbie has her hand up. Debbie?
Yeah, I have a question from Valerie.
You said Valerie?
Yeah. Okay, is this better? Okay. Valerie Brookman. She says, thank you all. And Myra, I think this is for you. What are the utility bills compared with last year? Not overcooling or overheating would improve the finances and benefit the environment. So I think they're keying in on,
Gotcha.
Today.
It's on. You're going to have to be close. She is close.
I'm almost swallowing this thing. There's a glitch in Dominion's billing system. We have not been able to get a bill from Dominion since October of last year.
Yeah.
Kara is constantly on the phone. They haven't resolved it. I know personally, I've gone through it. The only thing that's helped me is I do get a paper bill so I know what I owe and I can go online and pay it. Kara has kind of averaged things out, and we're trying to make those payments so we don't get socked with multi-thousand-dollar bill once Dominion gets their act together. So I really can't respond to that question, Debbie.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
Well, hello, everybody. I just wanted to thank everybody that has supported my endeavor with the backpacks for the homeless this year. And in fact, we work with several groups. And happily, lately, the head of the backpack ended up in the hospital 3 times in the last 2 months, and his house burned down. And the other person, that he and another person are going twice a week in the field all the way to north side from Chester to deliver sandwiches, and we have not had enough people to distribute. So I just wanted to bring that to people who might want to volunteer. And I'm on the board of the backpacks at the moment, and I think in the future, we're just going to put something online with hours and kind of volunteerism you may want to do, a couple hours here, a couple hours there. We also help rehome people, so we take more than just clothes and whatever not. But there is the problem. We don't always have a truck or the manpower to go and pick up mattresses or dresses or that sort of thing. So I just want you all to think of all those things we can do to help out in the community. And congratulations on the Narcan. We distribute some of that in the US 1 corridor daily. I just want you to know that. There are a lot of people that are not only homeless, they also become drug addicts if they were not before, and oftentimes overdose. And that's it for today.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay. First, I'd like to compliment what we do here at Unity. I just met a woman who moved here 2 years ago, and she is a former Unity. She is of Unity, and she expressed the exact same thing I saw when I came here 14 years ago. And it is that this is a very powerful spot. And these are very, very powerful spiritual people that are here. And I don't think sometimes we really realize what we have.
Right.
Unless we hear that again and again. And to that end, I had suggested to some people, but I'm going to suggest it here, that I believe that we as a community should honor those who have been members for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and beyond. And this could be done, it doesn't have to be at the meeting, it could be once a month, but it needs to be a part of this church because the people who are here have an invested interest.
Yes. Yes. And, you know, this is when you know Spirit is in this place, because the board, we've been talking about that. How do we do this? So we're going to tap into you.
All right. I'm willing.
Thank you. Thank you. Myra, before you speak, one of the things we really, really need, we need 2, maybe 3 people to volunteer to learn how to use the Narcan. I need to see some hands. Come, please. Josh.
Thank you.
Ron, a volunteer. Zita, Rama volunteered. Rama.
Okay. Narcan is a drug that reverses opioid overdose, which will lead to death. If you give it, it only takes four milliliters of it, and you can save a life. So, we also have a defibrillator in the hallway. Yes. So, do we have somebody else? Okay. Get your pen. Okay. Yes, Myra?
Couple of real quick things, because I don't want to swallow this microphone anymore. I had a thought of event, maybe some events that we can think about, and I thought of this. Maybe once a month, we could do Friday family night, and then invite the community. Maybe have games or activities for the kids, and during good weather, parents, we adults, could be out on the promenade. We could have live music, maybe serve beer and wine. Maybe with all the wineries we've got in this area, maybe actually one night have a wine tasting. So different things like that, back to the marketing, we can advertise to this up and down Beaufort Road.
Yeah.
The other thing, and it kind of ties into my time, but I think I've heard so many times, oh, other churches just won't respond, yada, da, da, da. I've been calling around when we were looking for a lawn keeping company to the churches up and down Beaufort Road. And they are so friendly and want to know about us. They've responded. They've actually called me back and asked questions. How do you all do that? Who did your sign? St. Michael's up the street, I discovered, once a year puts together 10,000 meals in one day, and they distributed, they told me what the charity was. And I just said, well, would you mind if I come up and volunteer? Maybe some other people at our church might want to help you out. And the response was, you all would do that? And I was like, well, why not? We're all working towards the same goal. So I think we need to actually get more active and working with the other churches.
So community outreach.
Yeah,
Okay.
community outreach. That's
All
it.
right. Thank you. All right. We're going on 2 o'clock, and there's one other. No, Rama, did you have something to add? And Marva.
So I really love what Julia said about the inReach. Julie, sorry. Yeah. We did a bunch of river cleanups the last 2 years, and that was a great way to meet people and bring people in. So just a lot of that, forest, river cleanups, different things that we can do. I love that everybody's thinking about events so much and festivals so much. I just want to plant the seed of with the amount of equity and everything that is in this congregation. I agree with Julie where I come to Unity and you help me find that grace a lot, Zita. Okay. And the people here help me come back to center and come back to that original source of love and unique medicine.
Thank you.
The world's a tough place. You
Yeah.
know? And what Yeshua said too, was lest you become again as small babes, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. And he talked a lot about giving away our comforts, and he was very outspoken against Rome. And those of us who are a little bit into this is we've got a lot of Rome being kind of mirrored in the times right now. So what I'm just trying to get to is the idea of no, you're all good. There aren't a lot of big havens, a lot of the in between. I think is a lot about just going back to natural living. That doesn't mean divorcing with technology, but moving on, like, forward, I see like little Unity farms, just like how Unity Village was. Like, those spaces are huge. And again, talking about equity, is like a weekend retreat at Esalen, which is really overpriced, will be like $3,000 for 2 days on shamanism. And you get a couple meals and you get to soak in the hot springs once or twice. It's like, with the right people, we have so much connection, we have so much skills, we have so many teachers, we have architects, I got permaculture experts on deck that can run a PDC school. You know, like, if just planting those seeds, that if in the next 5 years, 10 years, we're able to even make like 2 farms that are connected to the Unity mission, people get so much hope from in these events that I've helped to curate, from just sitting around a fire, from gardening, you know, and knowing that there are other people who are really focused not just on the prayer, but on, you know, creating those ways to create a new world, a new lifestyle, you know, is as much as Unity gives us hope and it helps us get through week to week. I think until we start to get together as a people and create a whole new kind of lifestyle and a whole new kind of world for ourselves, we're going to come up against a lot of the same cycles, same triggers. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. All right, Marva? Yes, because it's a little after 2.
3 minute,
5-second warning. Hope so.
I think one of the things that I'm hearing, and I'm hoping I'm not totally repeating it, but also, yes, bring it to some clarity. When we talk about diversity and we talk about different people coming to the church, if we look around at our demographics and who we serve and what we do, it's not across the board. And I know we had done a lot of surveys when we first were getting into the building and so forth. So what Rama is talking about, I'm involved in a lot of different spiritual communities, and a lot of our communities cross, but it doesn't necessarily come here. There are a lot of metaphysical, spiritual people in our demographics that don't come here because it's kind of seen as, in a way, a very traditional metaphysical church. And the language and the people that are here are very comfortable. And yes, we are looking to grow unless we're bringing in people, but who to what? And you've got to be a little uncomfortable with some people coming in, but everyone's not going to fit into that box. And I do like that Al-Anon, and I like that the Monday night programs and so forth come here, and that's probably as far as we stretch. So I would love to see that we do open the doors and we do consider those things. And I know there's liability and insurance and all of those things, but I think that's what I'm hearing. Because I'm a something-year-old woman, you know, there are families, there are divorced people, there are single people, there are all kinds of stuff that other traditional churches have groups around, and that's how their churches continue to grow and foster and serve their people. But we don't exactly have that because we have a sort of culture where you got to work on yourself. So it becomes, here's a class, you work on yourself, you go on about your business, you come back on Sunday. Is that making sense? Is that what I'm talking about? Okay. And so it's different. So maybe we need to define that. Is this who we are? We're telling you, come in, take a class, do your stuff. And then there's a little hair group, but we're not like, you know, the Catholics making 10,000 meals, if it's not our thing. And so with that, you didn't give me the 3-minute warning, but I see from the head shakes, I am so done.
No, I am very much agreeing with you, and I see what you're saying, and I just want to add to it I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, because there's so many deep, and one of the things, I went to a movie last night, it was really good, and one of the things they put on the screen, this big real estate company, which is true because you can tell from all the building, they say we have supposedly the largest growing real estate thing in the country. I was like, wait, what? You know, but it's true. You see how many homes and buildings and so forth are coming up in Richmond. We're booming, and we need to be part of that communication happening. We need to be part of that. Yes.
Not to cut you off because I see people are leaving. I really need you guys to be here for this part. All right, this is the thing. We agree. All of us can sit here and go, yes, we agree to it. Yes. But it is not just up to Reverend Patty. It is not just up to the board. It is up to all of us to do. So out of what we have listed here, I think let's agree on 3 things, maybe just 2 things that we can do as a church community to move forward with this. Festival? Festival. So we have had a festival before. You talk like with the food, like we did before with the food trucks and okay. Yes. All right. So festival. So you would like to see, that's something we can all work on. And if the question now is who would like to chair it and co-chair it? Josh? Rama? Who else? Who else? If it's something you've never done before, this is a perfect opportunity to learn. Regina? This is for festivals. For festivals. Festivals.
We got Marvin and Julie on our team with this too.
Okay. All right. So this is what you all will be doing. You will meet. All right. Give your information to Josh, since he was the first person to hold his hand up. He's the leader. You're the chairperson. Josh will get your information. You guys will meet. He will then take it to Reverend Patty. Right? Then set the date. That's the first thing. Amen? Amen. What's the second thing you want to see done? The groups. Okay, we need more information on that.
All right, just somebody pull it together.
I think the family nights and workshops is probably going to be easier to strip away on.
No, we can only, we can work that, but the best thing to do is we can't do everything at one time, and that's what happens a lot. We have all these wonderful ideas, and so.
Janet, what did you say that Marva said? I was piggybacking on Marva. I liked her idea.
Okay. I think if we start, Marva, I think if we start with cultural diversity, I think that would be cultural diversity. We can if we can make it real simple, have a big old map and have colorful stick pins. And one Sunday, just come in and put a stick pin where you're originally from. And have it on a fifth Sunday where you bring a potluck and bring your native dish. Dress your native. That's a start, and that's simple. What do you think? Okay. Got you on that one. Thank you. Here's a pen. All right. I thank you all. I think this is that. This is it. I think so. I think so. The Unity and Community meeting, you're going to give an update on this. Thank you. So I thank you. I bless you and appreciate you all. Thanks. Attention, I need all board members.